Hi, everybody. My name is Lauren with Storyboard That, and I'm really excited to share a creative writing activity with you today called What's in the Box. So I'm going to go over the objective with you and kind of go through the template that your teacher has given you, and then I'll show you what I would create as an example, and then you can be off and ready to create. So the objective of this activity is to write a story inspired by 3 random items inside of a mystery box. The items that your teacher has chosen are a basketball, a fire truck, and a pig. Totally random and unrelated. So that's going to be really fun to see what you all come up with. The story must have a clear beginning, middle, and end. So your 3 parts of a story. Your teacher has given you a template on your student dashboard at Storyboard That. It might look a little different than what you see here just because of, the LMS that you use. You might be using Google Classroom or Schoology or Clever or ClassLink. Anything like that will be able to give you your template. So you're going to hear me say title box, cell, and description box. My face is covering that a little. Sorry about that. And everybody's going to have the same first cell with those 3 items. And then the rest is going to be blank for you to fill in. So let's get started. I'm actually going to jump on over to my Storyboard Creator. When you click the Start Assignment button, you're going to get right to this screen. It'll ask you to give it a title. So once you give it a title, this is what you are going to see. So my beginning of my story, I'm thinking maybe that it's the firefighters are on a break, or it's downtime, so they're going to be playing some basketball behind the firehouse. So let's find our scene that we want. I'm going to look for a basketball court. So I'm going to look into our sports section. We've got all kinds of sports courts and rinks and fields. I'm going to drag down, very easy, drag and drop. And there's my basketball court. I can go over to edit scene and make the weather snowy. I can make it rainy. Maybe I want a city behind it, or maybe I just want the trees, and I can really customize it how I want. I'm just going to keep it clear skies. And now I'm going to add my characters. So because of time for this video, I'm just going to add 1 character. You can see that I'm in the jobs category, but we've got tons of character categories. I know that we have a firefighter. So I'm going to drag down my firefighter, and I'm going to go over to edit pose and customize her. So I can change whatever I want about her, and let's make her happy. And maybe she wants to dribble the ball. So I'm going to put her arm so she could dribble, and I'm going to update the pose. I'm going to go to the search bar up here in the upper right corner and search for a pig. It just saves me a little time. You can certainly enjoy going through what we have, but to save time, you can either type it or record yourself saying it, and it'll find it for you. So there's my cute little pig, and let's find our basketball. I happen to know we have a really great animated basketball, so I'm going to add a little animation. We've got tons of animations. I do want to make this a little smaller, so I'm going to drag the corner in and try to fit it just like that. And I want to show you one more thing. Our speech bubbles up here gets your, you can have anybody talking or thinking. We've got all sorts of options here. I'm just going to drag down this one, and I'm just going to say, watch this, oinky. All right, and I can change the font, I can change the color, I can change the size, bold, underline, anything you can do in any Word doc. All right. Okay, so just to kind of save some time, I'm going to jump right over to what this would look like if I finished my first cell. And I have started my story down here. You can see that I was able to type in my description box, and I was able to make that a little smaller so I could fit more text in there. But just like with your speech bubble, you can, change the size of your text down here and in your title box. Okay, so it looks like Oinky is watching them play basketball, but there's a fire behind them that they don't see. So Oinky alerts the captain, and now the captain is saying, oh no, we need to go to The woods. So let's get them to the woods. I'm in my country and rustic category, and I'm just going to pull down a campfire. In my story, maybe there's some kids in here and the fire's getting too big, or maybe there's a fire behind them. So they're getting pretty close. So it's really important that the firefighters hustle. Okay, so let's jump on over and take a look at if I was all done with my middle cell. It looks like we've got our scared children and our animated firefighters saving the day. So I want to show you a completed storyboard. And this is what it's going to look like when you're totally done. But I want to go into Play Slideshow so I can share it with my classmates, my teacher, and my family and friends at home. This is what my completed story looks like. What's in the box? I'm going to go over here. We've got them playing basketball. We've got the fire chief saying we need to get to the forest. And we're going to jump on over here, and we've got our wonderful firefighters saving the day because of Oinky, who alerted them to the smoke. And then finally, Oinky goes back to the station with everybody, and he is made an honorary firefighter with his own helmet and badge. So this is just my story to give you some ideas, and I hope you have so much fun doing this. It'll be so interesting to see what you do in comparison to your classmates. Lots of different ideas with 3 random items. Have fun, and thanks for watching.